Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back for a new video. So it's time to end off this series of cannons, or collection of cannons, and in that case I am looking at some of the problems that were with my other 255 that I released for you guys. And one of the problem was that I actually saw this was pretty much, I'm pretty sure this was like 90% of all problems you guys had with my 255s is that the TNT fill. So whenever you guys ask me to log on and see like what the fuck is going on here, the first thing I do is that I just check the booster right here, and I check the booster right here, and like 99.9% of the times, that's because your TNT fill didn't reach up to this block and all the way over to this block right here. So I had to find a solution for that, and of course some of the other problems you guys had with them. And the solution is something like this. So this right here is a 255 efficiency fusion. It is adjustable on the Y level, so you can add like you can add different guiders right here, so you can make sure that it stays right here instead of going all the way up. Of course, you can have it go all the way up if you wanted to. This right here is 251 because then you can build like a platform on top of it, so you can like hide it. But this is pretty much what it looks like. Hopefully you guys are gonna enjoy this cannon right here. I know it's a little different from what you are used to, what I usually release and what you're used to of my cannons. But don't be afraid. What I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna put down in the description on how to change different things. So whenever you've downloaded this cannon, you're doing a raid, you need to figure out how to like simply add text to the hammer or something like that. I will just leave times of when I explain it down in the description, so you guys will be easily gather those information and then continue with your raid. So this right here is where everything is lined. So this right here over here is the power. This right over here is the hammer, and then of course you have the scatter down there. And this over here is the sand compression. So they're all like right next to each other, as close as possible. I know some of you guys might not like that they are this close to each other, but I tried to make it as compact as possible, and I'm pretty sure I did a pretty good job. I personally like when it is like this, because then you will like be able to make it extremely fast. Therefore, continue with your raid real quick. Also, another thing is that you can have lots of red sand right here, so you won't ever run out of red sand if you do it like this. This is pretty impressive. Now, let's go ahead and fire this bad boy right here. So the button is right here. It could be on the other side as well. Actually, I'm probably preferred on this side right here. But along with this redstone right here, you can have it wherever you want. Like you can have it up. Like you can go even one up and have it button right here. It doesn't really matter where it is, as long as it's on this redstone line right here. You're good to go. The scatter is down here. It's pretty hidden right now, but you can go ahead and you can do this. And then this side right here. Actually, I could move this entire thing one in if I wanted to. Let me actually just do that right now. I can see how that could benefit us. And move one. Boom, there we go. Add this right there. One thing though, we can't have it like that. See, I still finding a small improvements for the cannon. So if it is that it looks different on the schematic, don't worry, I'm not going to change anything major, so you guys won't be able to change the cannon. But if I find something that I could make a redstone a little bit better, I'm going to do so, like I did right here. So this right here is around, I don't even know, let me go count. I'm pretty sure this is like, okay, so it's a 34 scatter. This is pretty decent. It's not bad. It looks kind of good as well. You could potentially make it bigger, and I'm going to try to make it bigger, don't worry. But this is just a showcase right now. I need to get this video recorded here before my girlfriend gets home and start making some noise. The cannon shoots extremely far, and I needed to add a lot of power to it, so it kind of matches up, as you see at the top. So it will shoot extremely far, but don't worry about that. You can just take some of the power off if you really don't want the power to be that much. It's really up to you guys. It's just like, just for the look, I kind of did it, so everything is perfect, like on top of everything. So also the cannon itself is pretty robust, if you can say. It's like, I don't know if that's the English word, but it doesn't matter if the cannon fucks up. Like if something fucks up inside the cannon, it shouldn't blow up. I made it in a way so the cannon shouldn't blow up, no matter really what you do to it. Of course, if you just press the button in pure anger, then of course it's going to fuck up. But there's nothing, like, as you see right here, there's no slab. What people normally do is that they put a slab. Let me show you what I mean here. So what people normally do is that they put a slab right here, and then the TNT fall here, so that the hammer is going to go up here and then fall down. I didn't do that because that is most likely gonna blow up at some point, and I know like there's some of you guys are like a little unexperienced in cannoning to make it sound nice. So I choose to raise this up by 1. It might look a little bit ugly, but it's going to save a lot of people that's not that experienced with cannons. So hopefully everyone could survive that it's going to be like this. Also, when creating something like this, you have a limitation to the Slabbust, meaning you can't Slabbust as much. It's still Slabbust, perfectly fine, but the Slabbust is right here. It's literally inside the sand compression. So whenever you shoot, you just need to make sure that, actually let me put a trapdoor right here. So just make sure that the water don't flow out and destroy anything. Other than that, you should be good. Now, if there's more than 2 slabs, of course you'll have to shoot multiple times. You can add more Slabbust. It's very simple to add more Slabbust. Just a little bit more dispensers up with comparators, but you can figure that out. But most people don't even put slabs at their walls at all. Just imagine if everyone did one of these cannons, and I've seen this a lot where people don't even have a Slabbust on the cannon. Imagine if you just put like 5 slabs at each wall. It will literally be impossible to use those cannons they normally use. This is of course a good thing for some cannons, and a bad thing for some other cannons. So it's really like you can just adjust the Slabbust. It wouldn't really make a difference, but if they didn't do it before the raid, then you might have to do it midway. Who knows? So two TNT for the Slabbust, not the crazy part, but the cannon itself is extremely compact, and I really like that. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this cannon here. I really like that it's so compact and you can just build it so quickly, and it works every time. Like it's very, like when you make it like this, it's very good, because you can get everything like even closer to the power than all the others we had. So this one will be able to shoot further with less TNT than all the other ones, because we're doing it this way. We can actually make sure that the hammer and the sand and the Redsand and the scatter and everything just falls all the way down to the trapdoor before it explodes. So this cannon here shoots extremely far. But of course, I did add a lot of power to it to match it up, but it should be working just fine for you guys as well. Now, going into a little bit more advanced things right here, we do need to water this bad boy right here. I just want to go ahead and shoot out the entire chunk right here, because that's around 30 chunks. Right now, the cannon is on 3 ticks, so you should be able to shoot through obsidian with no problems. I do want to say that the scatter right now is only for dispensers, so I might change that. I personally don't like it when it's only for dispensers, because if somebody's patching, it's pretty much weird, because you can't one-shot up. You need to pre-stack, or you need to use the obsidian breaker on this bad boy right here before that works. So I'm gonna see if I can actually change up the scatter to being a little bit more better in the situations like that. But if I manage to do that, then you'll be able to use it if people are patching as well. Well, I wouldn't recommend actually cannoning when people are online, but if you need to, that there is a possibility of you being able to do that. Now, we are almost reaching our 30 chunks right now, and I'm pretty sure the the plot right here is 32 chunks, and the cannon itself is around 2 chunks. So let's go ahead and say that we're shooting 30 chunks right now, which is pretty impressive. And you sure will be able to cannon an entire buffer and cannon inside their base as well. Now, one thing about this cannon here, since it only has 2 Slabbust, is that you will not be able to reverse up with this scatter right here. So you won't be able to reverse and actually scatter upwards, but you shouldn't really need that on a 255 anyways. Like if you have to shoot up with a 255, that's either because you need to create a huge backboard or something like that, which is not really necessary. This right here is the end of the plot, so I won't be able to shoot further, so you will be able to shoot through the entire buffer without any problems, and inside the base as well. This right here is 30 chunks, meaning if you have a 10 chunk base, you'll be able to shoot 10 chunks into the base and do whatever you want, and maybe even further. Now you don't need all this TNT right here for the power. You can limit it down if you really wanted to, but that was pretty much just showcasing the walls and stuff like that. Now let me go into how you change your cannon, or how you change text on the cannon if you really needed to. The first thing we want to go ahead and change is the hammer, and you can do that right here. Now make sure that when pull up your schematic that this right here is the exact text, because now it is on 3 ticks. So on 3 ticks you'll still be able to break obsidian and stuff like that, but if you want to add a tick, you can do that on that one right there or that one over there. It doesn't really matter which one, but just add 1 tick on both sides if you're going to add that. Next up is the Slabbust. The Slabbust is inside the sand compression. If you want to disable it, you can quickly do so by just simply taking that off. Now if you want to add a tick to the Slabbust, to maybe you want a downward hybrid, all you can do is just add a tick on this bad boy right here, and you should have a perfect Slabbust. If you want to disable your Redsand, all you have to do is go down to right here and remove this pieces of redstone right here. That will interrupt this piston right here to push any sand out of this right here, and you should be good. If you want to disable your sand compression, or at least the sand in it, all you have to do is take out this one right here. Now keep in mind that this right here is a 1 push 1 tick cannon, so what you want to do if you want to disable your entire sand is that you need to take this one off. Then you need to go down here, as you can see these torches right here, you need to take that off right above it, and then the same on the other side like this, and then you have your entire sand compression disabled. Of course there's still going to be TNT inside it, but there's not going to come any sand out of it. If you want to disable your scatter, all you need to do is just go down here and take it off right here or take it off right there. It doesn't really matter, as long as it's this like repeater line right here, you should be fine, and then the scatter will be disabled. Now if you want to change your barrel, you want to change the wire level of where the shot is going to be. This right here is a misfire. Then you can go ahead and you can change it by just simply adding whatever you want right here. This one is going to shoot right here, and it's going to shoot right there and further up, you know, and you only need to place this 1 block right here, so you can do whatever, you know, but to make sure, just go all the way out. Right now this is going to be shooting right there. Now keep in mind that you will only be able to make it this far down, because this is where the sand is coming in right here. You don't want to end up having it right here, because the sand is going to get stuck right here and fall down here and just sit here, and then if you do that, then it's going to blow up, because the hammer is going to come from this way. It's going to get stuck right here, it's going to blow up, and it's going to be ripped. So make sure that the lowest you can go is right here. But other than that, you can just do freely. You can go up here, 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 here. It doesn't really matter where you go, you'll be able to place it perfectly. I might make some pistons for you to make it a little bit easier, we'll see about that. But that is pretty much how you adjust your barrel, and that is also going to be the end of this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hope you guys enjoyed this collection. Now go ahead and write a comment down below what you think I should do next. There is plenty of cannons to choose from, but make sure that you check out my already made cannons before you suggest something, because if I've already made it, it's only going to be your fault. You need to go check out all the cannons I made. I made nukes, I made efficiency nukes, I made pretty much everything worth mentioning. Of course, there's still things that I haven't done yet, so go ahead and leave a comment if you think that I haven't done something yet. Leave a comment down below, make a suggestion of what cannons I should do next. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video here, and if you do, remember to subscribe to my channel. My name is Dexter, and I'm out.